Okay.
My name is Alex Dufek. This is my sixth video blog, I believe, about my internship at Barclay in Kansas City on the PR team. I guess recent developments in my internship, like we were talking about last time, I feel more so now like I'm an extension of the rest of the team, really adapted to the culture. When you first start an internship, there's a lot of terminology that you got to catch up to speed with, certain phrases and abbreviations, acronyms that they use that you really have no idea what they're talking about. And also, especially if you're working in advertising or public relations, you have clients. And that means that these clients have their own terminology. There's a existing history and relationships between the agency and these clients pertaining to the manner and ways things are done, and you really don't understand that. So I don't think I ever really talked about that much the first month or so of doing these video blogs. That's probably because it was all moving so fast, I really didn't understand what's happening. But now that I'm totally adapted to the culture and the terminology, that's definitely something that's been a huge difference, and you just feel more like a part of the team once you can finally understand that and get up to speed on everything. And they've made new hires recently, and they're not aware of the terminology, but I am, which is strange that I feel like as an intern I know what's going on. But certainly at this point in the internship, if I wasn't with it, I'd be in trouble, but I definitely am, and it feels good just to be an extension of the team. And it seems like pretty much every day I have someone coming up to me with a new assignment that they need done by the end of the day, and they just they can trust me now, and they have faith that I can get the job done, whether it's editing or I need to track down something for them or whatever the circumstance is. So that's definitely been something that's been nice, that's been happening at Barclay. Challenges recently, I think going along with that comfortability that I've been feeling on the team, you kind of get this idea that you're improving all the time and that maybe mistakes are less often made, but that's not always the case. I've been typing up a press release for a client lately, and my first draft, quite frankly, wasn't very good. And I guess when I got the corrections back, I was kind of surprised because I'd been doing so well. But I think that's just the idea that you can't really ever get content. Just because you're more comfortable doesn't mean you can kind of sit back and be happy with mediocre or whatever. And maybe I didn't attack it in the first draft with the same enthusiasm I had when I felt like I was trying to prove myself. So I think that's something always to keep in mind in your internship, not just to be content because you are comfortable and you feel like you've proved yourself that the rest of the work you can do. You don't have to attack it with the same same energy or enthusiasm. So that was a it's a challenge just to always keep that idea in your mind that you always got to keep working as hard as you did in the beginning and throughout every day. Other than that, it's weird that it's coming down to the end here. I only have one or two blogs left and only 3 or 4 weeks left with my internship, so it is strange to be headed out the door. But I will say that something I've noticed, this is my second internship, and I think what's important with internships is that it doesn't matter what internship you do. You should do one that applies to your major, obviously, and one that you have interest in doing, because if you don't have any interest in it, then you probably won't do a very good job. But if you're aiming for that big fish, I think sometimes it's great to catch a smaller fish along the way and work your way up, because the experience I've gained on interviews for summer internships and the experience I've had from my 2 internships I've had in the past, there's really not a question on interviews I can't answer anymore. I have a real life example to back it up, and I've been doing really well. And it seems as if I get the interview, I do really well. Getting the interview is always tough. That's a whole nother matter. But once you get the interview, I feel like I always have the examples and the real life experience to back it up. Whatever question, I've dealt with problems, conflicts in work, know how to communicate, and you just kind of always have an answer. So I'd say if you're struggling to get an internship right now and you're aiming for that big fish, go for something smaller, and it will help you land that big one so much easier. A huge difference the next time you go for it. So I would keep that in mind, and thanks for watching.